Now, I'm sure most of you probably think you know what the best weapon in Elden Ring is, but I'm here to tell you, you're wrong. No, it's not Moonveil. It's not Rivers of Blood. It's not even the Moonlight Greatsword. Rock Sling! Rock Sling. That's right, baby. Rock Sling is literally all you need. There's no point of anything else existing in the game. And I'm gonna prove it to you right now. The rules for this run are simple. I can only do damage to things with Rock Sling. This is basically everything I'm going to be using for this run right here. I mean, you could see that godly set of balls just sitting right there. What an absolute giga. And of course, no character is complete without an appropriate name. Rock Sling and MF! I'm ready. As you may have noticed, I can't do anything right now. So it's time to go collect my stuff. Cue the lo-fi Elden Ring music. Yeah. Okay, now it's finally time to use Rock Sling. I'm just gonna go ahead and equip it right here, right now. Okay, to actually use Rock Sling, you need an intelligence stat of at least 18. So basically, Rock Sling and MF is too Oonga Boonga right now to actually use it. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what's going on up in that dome piece. How will he get the runes to use Rock Sling if he can only get runes by clapping cheeks with Rock Sling? Well, you see, I'm doing it right now. Crabs are extremely stupid. Simply running in circles around them is enough to confuse them into eliminating each other in a claw-slamming frenzy. They literally don't have brains. A simple Google search on the most credible site known to man proves this. So I got more stupid idiot loser crabs to kill each other. I also got a crab to kill these oozing blobs which look like Queen Marika's gonorrhea nodules. And the final way that I got runes was by collecting pieces of candy, which I then took and sold to Santa Claus. Yeah, so basically I could use Rock Sling now, but I'm still weak AF. I needed some runes, so I thought I'd go take on Pumpkinhead. I basically instantly killed him with my 3 hot balls. After killing my first boss, I was feeling pretty spicy, so I went and killed Ratatouille from Ratatouille. I basically came here to farm the red-eyed dragons by Grail, but these 3 punks were looking at me kinda funny, so I had to let them know what's up. So I grabbed a steroid, and it came to collect my first piece of drip in what's probably the easiest boss fight in the entire run. This is why Sling is literally the best thing in the game. The stupid bot AI enemies dodge when Sling is casted, and not when it's actually flying towards their face, so they just eat your balls. If you know what's coming up, then you know I had to stop and dress for the occasion real quick.
Oh my god, that kills.
I finally got to the red-eyed dragons and started farming them up, but I wanted to kill some more bosses. So I came and took a hot steamy poo-poo all over the chest of this giant troll. Agil was giving me the eyes, so I came and cream pied him. Oh, Agil. Agil. So I decided genocide would be my next course of action, specifically on bald men. Oh, Patches, come out to play. There's only one bald man in all of the lands between, so after I rubbed my balls on his shiny, squeaky head, it was over. I stole his drip. But now, it's time to go punk Margit.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the...
I really thought I was going to easily punk Margit on the first try, but he just put me in my place. Pretty sure he one-shot me here while I was trying to pull this MLG gamer move and whip out Margit's shackle. Margit really went to town, just clapping my cheeks over and over, just bending me over and spreading them open. But after being repeatedly beat like I was someone's wiener, I decided to take Margit's advice and actually go level up some. So I thought runes from a few more bosses would do the trick. I went down to Siofra River and partook in a whole bunch of activities. I left naughty messages, competed in the local parkour gym, found a room that's racist against Torrent, grabbed a steroid, got bullied by Bambi, and the last thing I did was murder this disabled veteran. Yo, Margit, what's good? It's time for you to be removed from the game, dude. Yes! Rock Sling! Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing is going to the High Road Cave to collect the Blue Dancer Charm. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did the brightness just awkwardly change? So the reason I'm using Blue Dancer Charm is because it raises attack power as equip load is lower, but more specifically it raises physical damage, which is important because if we look at the wiki we could see that Rocksling does do that type of damage. And this might not be the most scientific approach, but I tested it out on one of these hentai monsters, and you can see that without the charm the damage is 298, but once we throw the charm on the damage goes up to 343. So now that we got that little bit of an extra buff, it's time to, first of all, kill this loser, but then move on to Godrick. First try. Sick, dude. Alright, so we're actually going to watch this whole cutscene because it's my favorite one in the game. Psych! We're not watching it. Alright, Dadrick, it's time to get pounded. Okay, but this cutscene is pretty sick, so we're gonna watch it. Psych! Got you again.
Look at this, I'm gonna heal.
I'm the new god of balls. Dude looks like handsome Shrek in a nun's outfit. Okay, so the next order of business, besides being an oiled up baddie, is going to... Okay, so basically there's like this candy machine. It's in Mogwin Palace, you'll see. But there's a bunch of shit we have to do before. So you first have to talk to Vare, and he tells you to go get two-fingered. Then I talked to Vare again, and he told me to go invade people and get gangbanged.
Oh.
This next part's kinda gross. Vare gives me a fresh tampon and tells me to go soak it in a maiden's blood. So that's exactly what I did, and when I came back to Vare, he got very intimate with me, and then told me to eat the tampon. And that's how I got here. So what's this deal with the candy machine? Where is it? What's this guy even talking about? Well, you kinda just run on over here, you go around this giant ass tree, you parkour up the wall, and then you walk over to the edge right here, and then you kind of just jump off. And while you're falling here, you just take your fist and repeatedly punch the air and just demand that candy. Give me the candy! And then after throwing an angry crybaby tantrum for about 1 minute, the candy just shows up in your candy account. And then you just kind of... So to make this even more OP, I went and got the golden scarab, because it gives you more rooms. And with the scarab equipped, I get 160k per run. Okay, well, that's done. Free cheese. So I went to Hogwarts Legacy at home. Red Wolf of Rawdoggin was dispatched with ease. It's like he wasn't even there. Alright, so it's time to upgrade my drip. Damn, girl. She want a piece of that rock slinging
You're dead.
Alright, so Rennala really wasn't that hard. It was just tough to lock on with all these idiots all over the floor. Honestly, Rocksling swept the floor with Rennala's face.
Oh my god, get destroyed.
Comet Azure really did her dirty here. I kind of just continuously casted while she was just standing still. I don't really know why she tried to do it again because... Yep, that's why.
That's it.
Now that Rennala has been thoroughly thrashed, we could go ahead and grab her staff. This is because her staff does scale quite a bit better than the meteorite staff, but I'm not going to lose that 30% boost to gravity sorceries because even if you hold the meteorite staff in the offhand, that buff is still applied. So I'll just be holding it while casting with the regal in my right hand. This can be seen pretty clearly in this quick test. So the next thing I did was collect a whole bunch of upgrade materials. An anal bead, and the Flask of Wondrous Physique, which I will later stuff with these two tiers. The wing tier will take further advantage of my blue dancer charm, while the stone barb will make it even easier to knock people down. I also leveled the shit out of strength because of its increase to Rocksling's physical damage output. I made my way up to the plateau and grabbed one of the last pieces of my build, which is this golden order seal. And finally, the last part of my build is the ritual sword talisman, which increases your damage output while you're at full health. You get it from a chest behind this demi-human Queen Gillikity's nuts.
There it is.
Alright, now it's time to instantly demolish the Draconic Sentinel Moron without even breaking a sweat. So we've come to that part of the video where I'm going to have to throw up a pucker counter because my butthole clenched harder than a gorilla fist.
See you later.
Yeah, there wasn't much to say about this guy. I just walked in, nutted on him, and then left.
Graceless, tarnished.
Oh my god.
Damn, bro, look at that Damascus blade. Oh.
So I was expecting Morgott to have way too much health for me to keep up with using Rocksling, but honestly I don't even know why I doubted, because Rocksling is the king. I basically just stood a good distance away from him and let Rocksling do all of the work easily. What a loser. It's time for Fire Giant now, boys.
Oh!
But before I could go after Fire Giant, I had to quickly kill Viserion from Game of Thrones. He didn't pose much of a challenge because Rockslingin' MF is a literal demigod. My god. Well, if it isn't the Blood Build himself. Watch this. Skirt! Alright, it's time to go clap Fire Giant's absolutely humongous cheeks. Let's do it.
Wow.
I don't even know why I didn't dodge.
Bruh.
I honestly don't get how this next one hit me. It clearly went straight behind me.
Dude! Oh! No! No, 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 no! Ah.
Yes! Rock slinging. There she is, the pyromaniac. Dude's absolutely slumped. It's time to max out my staff. Damn, this dude is smooth as hell. Alright, it's time to go beat up on Aquaman and Barnacle Boy. These two annoying ass MFs are literally everywhere in the game. Sit down! Aquaman. God, thanks for the anal bead. Here it is. Baby, max out that staff. Okay, so it's now time for the most ridiculous boss in the game. That's right, more ridiculous than Malenia. You better tighten your jock straps because this one's a real booty clencher. This boss is probably the worst boss to attempt Rocksling only with because he's so stupid fast and Rocksling just takes absolutely forever to cast. First death. This big boy was simply too fast for Rocksling. I would go to cast and then just get destroyed mid-cast. What's weird is that sometimes I would get lucky and right at the start of the fight, he wouldn't run towards me, so I would just pummel him with Rocksling over and over again. This is how I got him to the second phase for the first time. But of course, the second phase is where things get really insane, where you have to fight Maliketh, these nuts. I found out that this attack with the anime swipes, you literally just can't dodge it. You have to take the hit and just move on. I want you to pay attention to what he's doing right now. He's just doing this slow creep, and as soon as I cast Rocksling, he comes in with this wide slash and insta-kills me. This is something specifically that I died to many times over and over again. I tried using the giant pillars as cover against his insane range moves, but sometimes he would just zip around the pillar and kill me anyways. Yeah, so I basically died to this guy an absurd amount of times. So because I can't kill this boss, I think we're going to have to whip out this summon just to help us out. Because No! Rocksling is all you need! Alright, so now I want to bring your attention back to the part where Maliketh, the black cock, just slowly stalks you and then one-taps you when you cast Rocksling. I developed this MLG pro gamer move where instead of casting while he's slowly stalking you, I turn around and whip a throwing knife. This triggers his big boy swipe, but since I'm not stuck in the casting animation, I could actually dodge it and then move on with my life. Watch, here it comes again. Boom. Pro gamer move. So basically for the rest of this match, I baited out his attacks when he would slowly stalk me like this, and then I also would use the pillars for cover when he would do his insane, undodgeable reach around anime swipe moves. Alright, from this point forward, I was continuously clenching my booty hole, so I'm just going to go ahead and count this as 10 puckers on the pucker counter. This is because he basically has a pube hair of health left. Alright, baby, this is it. Yes! You're done. My god. Alright, so the next dude to bop was this loser, Sir Gideon on these nuts. And honestly, I just wrecked him. This one required minimum amount of effort. I just spammed Rock Sling and it did its job. Godfrey? More like Godfreebie. This guy was easy. First phase, you could basically just spam Rock Sling because he stands there like an idiot. You could tell he has basically no brain at all because all he does is go boonga boonga and just slam the floor over and over again. Coming up real quick here is probably the biggest pucker of the entire game. Oh my god, look at that. But yeah, I just kind of kept my distance and casted when I could. Everything this guy does is dodgeable and predictable as well. Unlike Maliketh D's nuts, who has undodgeable anime swipes. It is finally time for the last boss in the game, defeated with Rock Sling. Here we go. Wait a second. No. You didn't really think that I would leave you hanging on the question that's been burning within your soul since the moment you clicked on this video. The answer to your question is yes. I killed Malenia with Rock Sling. Well, not on the first try, I mean, come on. I did die to Malenia quite a few times, but what I found out is that she thinks she's the edgelord of all edgelords. So what she does is, I call it an edge walk. She just kind of slowly walks while staring at you and not making a move, just trying to make a point or something. And I just wreck her with Rock Sling while she's doing that. All I have to do is maintain a specific distance, and then she can't dodge Rock Sling. She does have a double dodge, so she dodges when casted, but then she dodges again right after. But if I'm far enough away, she still gets hit by it, by all three balls in her face. Second phase is a lot harder because she does away with her edge walk and actually plays aggressively. The only time I could really hit her is when she does her big flower move, which she does right at the beginning. I learned that if I cast another Rock Sling right before the phase shift, the rocks actually stay in the match and swing and hit her while she's doing that first flower move. You can see them coming on the left there. Okay, so I swear I'm not, but with the way she's staying on top of me, I might as well be a power bottom. I got lucky on this last attempt because she repeatedly used this flower move, which was the only way I could do any damage. Look at how low her health is. At this point, my heart was beating so fast, it made my right hand look like a joke. There's also another pucker coming up here real quick, watch. Oh my god, that's bad. If I would have died from that hit right there, I would have started crying, peeing, pooing, shitting, and coming. And then punch my monitor and go to Best Buy and buy a new one. When she busted out this last flower move, I was so confident that I would win that I almost put my controller down and went and grabbed a snack. Then she went, skirt! Rock Sling. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop a comment that says, Rock Sling Gang. Alright, this dude Rawdoggin has this ridiculous move where he just holds up his hand and says, nope. And, not gonna lie, this kind of destroyed my strategy. And by strategy, I mean spam Rock Sling till he dies. I really just couldn't get anywhere with this guy because of this move right there. That's ridiculous. He just rejects you. So I needed some help, but if I was going to get any help, it was going to be from someone who could also spam Rock Sling. And that person is me, again. So I quickly demolished Radon and then went and got the Mimic. Double Rock Sling, baby! Yeah, so we basically just pummeled this guy into the ground with 2 sets of Rock Sling, 6 balls at his face. My goodness. Elden Breast was a little more challenging because of all his laser light show moves, but his size and this wide open arena really throw off my perspective, and I always thought I was just a little closer than I actually was, so I missed a lot of my casts. There was a lot of running around and chasing this dude, so I'll just cut to the chase with this one.
Yes! Rock Sling!
What did I say at the beginning of this video? That was easy. It was not even hard. This run took me almost 27 hours, and the pucker counter maxed out at 19. Well, we weren't counting puckers the entire video. Let me know how many puckers you think there really was. This was the first time I tried making a video like this, and I had a blast while doing it. So if you liked it, please share it with a friend, and have a good one.